I wanted to kick things off with was basically everyone's favorite conversation. Like a couple months ago, Bitcoin. Remember Bitcoin and how for those of you that are seeing the sun for the first time in your entire life, Bitcoin is cryptocurrency, meaning pretty much nothing, because the only reason why it has value is because people gave it value.
Or at least that's how it started. Yeah. So as far as, and we all know there's Bitcoin, but there's also alternate. There are other coins. There's Bitcoin. There's Ethereum. There's Litecoin. Bitcoin Cash. And then
say Litecoin.
Yeah.
Like LITECON. Oh my gosh.
I call it Litecoin. But yeah, and then there's alternate coins, altcoins, which you have broken down between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of the other coins from different companies. And from my experience with dealing with cryptocurrency is you have these coins and some have value and some don't, but pretty much they're algorithms and ciphers, and different businesses have them. And
what is the specific use of cryptocurrency? Because here's what happened. I was curious to see as to whether or not Bitcoin was still a thing, like if people are still using it. One Bitcoin right now is worth $7,312.
Okay.
And my thought behind it was that Bitcoin was dead because no one's talking about it anymore. So then I went online thinking like, well, maybe this is the time to get into Bitcoin. And then I saw that one Bitcoin's still thousands of dollars, and I'm just like, well, Bitcoin's apparently doing very well. But see, that's the question though. What do you even use it for? What is cryptocurrency?
Okay, so a couple things. One, Bitcoin is actually doing pretty bad right now. So you're saying it's about $7,000,
a little over $7,000 for one Bitcoin.
Yeah, but if you look early in the year, near around January or so, a little after that, it was $20,000.
Oh my gosh!
So just this month, if you owned, so I've been keeping up with. So just this month, if you owned one Bitcoin, you would have lost $2,000 if you still invested into Bitcoin.
But like that's not like your money though, right? Like it's just whatever you invested.
That's your money.
But you don't lose money you didn't invest, right?
You only lose what you've invested, yes.
Okay.
But if you purchased one Bitcoin, which was worth at that time, who knows, $8,000-$10,000, you would have lost $2,000. So,
jeez.
It's now if anybody's trying to make a swing trade with cryptocurrency and you think you can get in temporarily, normally I think Bitcoin does relatively well at the beginning of the month. So around now, I'd probably go up a couple points. You can make a little bit of money and then sell. But honestly, it's far too risky. And
now,
the applications, what's that?
No, go ahead. You're fine. I was going to say, like, now, obviously, I know what a swing trade is. But if you were going to dumb it down and explain it to somebody, what's a swing trade?
So there are a couple different kind of trades. You can do a day trade, which is during the same day you buy and sell your ticker, your stock, your investment. Or a swing trade is a couple days, which means it's not long-term trading where you hold on for a couple years, which is preferable, but a swing trade. So a couple, like maybe even up to a week where you hold on to this stock because the big news is coming, earnings or quarterlies are coming, and you want to make money out of that quickly, quick money, But you got to also remember you got to pay 50% tax, or wherever you're from is different tax. So you get taxed every time you trade.
So what I'm seeing here is that companies are still using Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And they're saying something about a bull run. They're saying it could turn into a bull run, but it's still too early to tell. Where did this even come from? So, like, for example, if I wanted to go out and buy a Bitcoin right now, right? Is that a sound investment?
No, it would be considered a risky investment, and like I said, if anything, I'd swing trade it right now, but I wouldn't invest real money into Bitcoin if you were serious.
Yeah, but since it's lower, like they're saying it could go back up. So if I bought it now,
but it's been going lower for almost for months now. What if 3 months ago, before today, you were like, okay, I want to invest in it because it's pretty low, And now 3 months today,
it's lower.
Yeah, you're still lower.
I had to sell the kids.
Also, there's nothing. This is not a normal stock. This is not like a company. So you don't know if this is just going to keep going until it hits zero, and then it's nothing.
But I mean, there had to have been someone that invented it. Wouldn't that be like the owner of this?
The inventor of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Kind of like a group project. I mean, it was given its. I don't know all of the history of Bitcoin, but I know like there's like Bitcoin, like types of cryptocurrencies do have value, like Ethereum. They're like ciphers and stuff, and people use them for like passwords and algorithms. And companies need that because they have like usernames and they have a bunch of stuff that they actually do use. So some cryptocurrencies do have actual applications for companies which people invest in. So some of them can help.
So the only reason why Bitcoin has any value, period, is because people decided to give it value. They were just like, well, okay, this works, we'll use this. So what is stopping someone like me from going out and making T3 coin? And, this coin is worth $10 million. Now fight over it. Like, what is it? Cryptocurrency just whatever people decide to give value to?
Right. So you got to remember, is you're going to create your own currency. So this is pretty much currency at this point. Now, it doesn't matter if it's crypto or not. So if you're creating your own currency, you need people to believe in it, and to have people believe in it, people need to put money into it. So people want to buy it. People need to believe that your currency is better than the U.S. dollar, which is really, really, really hard. And you need a large amount of people, and that's what Bitcoin had. And then once it went up a large amount, people saw value in it right before the new year, and then a lot of people invested into it, and it shot up past it and went to 20,000.
Yeah.
And and then the bubble popped, and it crashed. When I mean it crashed, I mean people lost their 401ks, people lost millions of dollars. I mean, a lot of money. So, but there was no value. It was risky, and if you got into it at that time, you should have known it was risky. I know of people that got into it at the peak. This is why the fundamentals are important. You buy low, you sell high.
Right. So what if someone's invested in cryptocurrency right now, like Bitcoin?
Don't invest in cryptocurrency.
Why? I mean, remember that story? That guy that bought that pizza, and he was like, "Hey, I'll give you 10,000 Bitcoins if you let me have this pizza." And he was like, "No, sir. If he'd done that, he would have been a freaking millionaire right now, living on like a freaking yacht, going like, went from pizza boy to freaking whatever."
The timing was perfect, but nobody was known. Now that everybody knows, the timing is not perfect. It's just how it works.
It's funny. I'm looking at this article right now. It says, hospital launches rehab clinic to treat cryptocurrency addiction. Is that what society is now?
Well, investing in cryptocurrency is gambling, so I assume that's the same thing.
That's true. I mean, it's kind of like cell phones and everything. It's basically just one big slot machine, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. It's I mean, it's pretty crazy. I mean, it is a really cool topic. Like, it was huge. I mean, people made a lot of money. I mean, dumb amount of money. People didn't even know what they were doing. They invested into it, made a lot of money.
Could you imagine if like we just decided one day to start a currency and we're just like, yep, this is the best coin? But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's to stop someone from, like that Logan Paul dude or better yet, PewDiePie, right? Isn't he like the biggest YouTuber or something? What's to stop him from saying, listen here, fans, stop using the dollar. We're going to use this instead.
Some would join, but a lot of his fans are pretty young. They don't have much money.
Yeah. I mean, I was really curious to see if Bitcoin was still a thing. And from what I found, it's still around. It's still circulating. And it's a matter of time, I think, before it goes back up, because it's the whole nostalgia thing when people are going to start talking about it again randomly, and then all of a sudden, whoa, there it goes.
True. I mean, it's possible. Some speculate that it goes to 100,000 points and make more millionaires and stuff. But you never know. Like, how do you know? It's not easy because it's not a normal company, so you can't. Even statistical analysis is really hard on cryptocurrencies. They don't follow the same patterns, similar patterns, but they could easily change, and they're much more volatile.
What's that? Cryptocurrency?
Yes, much more volatile. They can go up 10% one day and down 50% the next day, and then up 100%. That doesn't happen.
Yeah,
that's with normal, trustworthy.
And I feel like investing in cryptocurrency at this point is just a dumb idea, because I feel like the only time to get involved in something like this is when it starts to become a conversation, and people are just kind of like, "Hey, did you hear about blah?" Like if we're out on the street, like let's say like me and you are out to like lunch or something, and then you hear like the table next to us, they're like, "Hey, I heard Bitcoin's a thing again. We need to sprint to a laptop because overnight it's just gonna explode again."
By the time you hear about it, it'll already be too late. I think you have, $100 in some altcoin. I don't even remember.
Now, what's the difference between altcoin and like cryptocurrency? Is it the same thing?
Sorry. I mean, so you have Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Ethereum is a cryptocurrency. There's also called Bitcoin Cash too. And then altcoins are like
I saw businesses that were accepting Bitcoin as currency.
Yeah, as long as they have the right machines for it. And you can also get cryptocurrency credit cards. Debit cards and stuff. Yeah, and then you can put your money on those cards that you make from your investments and spend them in places that allow you to spend them.
I guess that would kind of make sense though, because like if you go to like a different country, they accept it. You can just be like, there you go, we're good. But anyway, before we start reading back into every article we found, make sure you guys check us out on YouTube and on Anchor. We're Tech Tag Team, and we'll talk to you guys next time.